this hangover. Constantly checking on their social media platforms to know what is happening with them. You break your heart more.
You are welcome to season 2 of Flavours of Love.
Well, people have called me like, Sewuli, I'm confused about my guy because he never called to check up. If you are talking about you being busy, one of the people that must fit into your busyness is your spouse.
The dangerous part is they hang around with the person or be with the person. Most people think that the dangerous part is just to sleep with the person, because the moment you spend more time with someone, you begin to fall in love with the person. You are welcome to season 2 of Flavours of Love.
Well, people have called me like, Sewuli, I'm confused about my guy because he never called to check up. If you are talking about you being busy, one of the people that must fit into your busyness is your spouse.
The dangerous part is they hang around with the person or be with the person. Most people think that the dangerous part is just to sleep with the person, because the moment you spend more time with someone, you begin to fall in love with the person. You are welcome to season 2 of Flavours of Love.
Well, people have called me like, Sewuli, I'm confused about my guy because he never called to check up. If you are talking about you being busy, one of the people that must fit into your busyness is your spouse.
The dangerous part is they hang around with the person or be with the person. Most people think that the dangerous part is just to sleep with the person, because the moment you spend more time with someone, you begin to fall in love with the person. You are welcome to season 2 of Flavours of Love.
Well, people have called me like, Sewuli, I'm confused about my guy because he never called to check up. If you are talking about you being busy, one of the people that must fit into your busyness is your spouse.
The dangerous part is they hang around with the person or be with the person. Most people think that the dangerous part is just to sleep with the person, because the moment you spend more time with someone, you begin to fall in love with the person. You are welcome to season 2 of Flavours of Love.
Well, people have called me like, Sewuli, I'm confused about my guy because he never called to check up. If you are talking about you being busy, one of the people that must fit into your busyness is your spouse.
The dangerous part is they hang around with the person or be with the person. Most people think that the dangerous part is just to sleep with the person, because the moment you spend more time with someone, you begin to fall in love with the person.
So anytime people who have suffered a broken heart are having difficulty concentrating, it should tell you that you are having a hangover. This could be probably your third breakup, your second breakup. So there is a sense of fear. What if my next one ends up that same? Now that you've broken up, you constantly want to check up. It's one of the common mistakes you do to prolong this hangover. Constantly checking on their social media platforms to know what is happening with them. You break your heart more. You know that you are truly healed when forgiveness is now coming in place of that bitter situation that you go through.
So that's why you have to reflect on your past relationship, honestly evaluate what went wrong. You use that insight as a starting point to grow and improve yourself before entering another relationship.
If you are ready to offer a new love without fear that this person I'm going to will also leave me, and number 2, with that comparison that this person I'm with, there is no way I'll be comparing him or her with my ex, it's a sign that you are healed. So anytime people who have suffered a broken heart are having difficulty concentrating, it should tell you that you are having a hangover. This could be probably your third breakup, your second breakup. So there is a sense of fear. What if my next one ends up that same? Now that you've broken up, you constantly want to check up. It's one of the common mistakes you will do to prolong this hangover. Constantly checking on your social media platforms to know what is happening with them. You will break your heart more. You know that you are truly healed when forgiveness is now coming in place of that bitter situation that you go through.
So that's why you have to reflect on your past relationship, honestly evaluate what went wrong. You use that insight as a starting point to grow and improve yourself before entering another relationship.
If you are ready to offer a new love without fear that this person I'm going to will also leave me, and number two, with that comparison that this person I'm with, there is no way I'll be comparing him or her with my ex, it's a sign that you are healed. So anytime people who have suffered a broken heart are having difficulty concentrating, it should tell you that you are having a hangover. This could be probably your third breakup, your second breakup. So there is a sense of fear. What if my next one ends up that same? Now that you've broken up, you constantly want to check up. It's one of the common mistakes you will do to prolong this hangover. Constantly checking on your social media platforms to know what is happening with them. You will break your heart more. You know that you are truly healed when forgiveness is now coming in place of that bitter situation that you go through.
So that's why you have to reflect on your past relationship, honestly evaluate what went wrong. You use that insight as a starting point to grow and improve yourself before entering another relationship.
If you are ready to offer a new love without fear that this person I'm going to will also leave me, and number two, with that comparison that this person I'm with, there is no way I'll be comparing him or her with my ex, it's a sign that you are healed. So anytime people who have suffered a broken heart are having difficulty concentrating, it should tell you that you are having a hangover. This could be probably your third breakup, your second breakup. So there is a sense of fear. What if my next one ends up that same? Now that you've broken up. So anytime people who have suffered a broken heart are having difficulty concentrating, it will tell you that you are having a hangover. This could be probably your third breakup, your second breakup. So there is a sense of fear. What if my next one ends up that same? Now that you've broken up, you constantly want to check up. It's one of the common mistakes you will do to prolong this hangover. Constantly checking on your social media platforms to know what is happening with them. You will break your heart more. They will pray about their scholarship. They will pray about their getting A's in school. They will pray about their jobs. They will pray about getting visas. But they will never pray about this long lifetime thing called marriage. They will not pray about the person to know God's mind about the person. I saw somebody attractive. It's the shape I want. That's what I want, and that's all. It can't work like that. And you really need to engage God when it comes to some of these things. Listen, broken out in can't want something. And you're simple, how?
Yo, really?
And you're simple.
And you're simple.
And it's so be I just coming over $20 million. Obi $20 million.
Yeah.
Bible.
So what signs show that someone is truly healed and ready to love again?
All right, so healing becomes evident when forgiveness replaces bitterness. Most definitely, to a greater extent, people who have gotten to a place of broken hearts will experience bitterness. You become bitter about them. I've had times where people have not been too good and too okay around people they were in a relationship with that they have broken up. Bitterness comes in, forgiveness becomes an issue. You know that you are truly healed when forgiveness is now coming in place of that bitter situation that you go through. And you know it when you're forgiving people. It's not that other people will tell you. You yourself, you know that I've actually forgiven this person. It will be also evident in the way you behave around them. When they're around you, are you comfortable? Are you still trying to talk bad about them? Okay. So when forgiveness replaces bitterness, it's a sign that you are getting healed. Number two, when emotions are stable. Check your emotions. If you know that you are not a person who used to do things just because somebody broke your heart, you are not engaged in risky behaviors, you are not impulsively doing things without thinking about them, you are now stabilized emotionally to take decisions that are right, it tells us that you are getting healed. Number three, when your identity is restored in the Lord. Because I tell you what, people can actually switch camp from God's kingdom to another kingdom just because somebody jilted them. When you realize that you are now coming back on track as far as your journey with the Lord is concerned, it's another sign that you are getting healed. And then when you are ready to offer love without fear or comparison. So you were in love, you got a broken heart, you lost somebody. If you are ready to offer a new love without fear that this person I'm going to will also leave me, and number two, without comparison that this person I'm with, there is no way I'll be comparing him or her with my ex, it's a sign that you are healed. The moment you are in with a new person, you start comparing. Come on, you are not healed. There shouldn't be a time that you want to bring issues of your past into your new. And the moment there is fear, this person might leave me, this person might leave me. If you don't take care, you become a puppet in the person's arm. In other words, the person will be calling the shots, telling you everything you're supposed to do. Don't let anybody call you at 10 p.m. except me. You should be sleeping by 11 p.m. If I call you at 12 midnight, pick. Your pastor calls at 8 p.m., you don't pick. He calls you at 12 midnight, you pick. So you be calling.
Don't go anywhere without informing me.
That is it, exactly. So you be calling the shots, all because there is fear that it means that you are not healed. If you are indeed healed, you shouldn't be going through these things. So these are some signs that will show that someone is truly healed and is ready to love again.
So you need time.
Yes, in this time. You know, don't be quick to jump into a new relationship. Like I said, you've been quick to jump into a new relationship is just a sign that you want to cover up for what you are going through. So the person now becomes a healing balm. The new person becomes a healing balm. It's not as if you want a relationship, but I need somebody to now understand my situation and then all that. And like I said, if you don't take care, that person will use you as the puppet and will be calling the shots in your life just because you know that I need healing. This person mustn't leave me like the first person left me. So anything they say, you do.
So that's why you have to reflect on your past relationship, honestly evaluate what went wrong. You use that insight as a starting point to grow and improve yourself before entering another relationship.
Absolutely.
Let's go of the blame game and stop focusing on the fault of your ex while overlooking yours.
Exactly.
How can someone heal from a broken heart without becoming bitter, withdrawn, or afraid to love again?
That's a good question, and there are some points I want us to look at. The first one is that allow yourself to feel your feelings. Like I said, don't jump the grief moment. Chale yejao yejao, jitumsi yejao, soon. You can so allow yourself. If you indeed want to heal from this broken heart, allow the grief. But one thing you must stop is the protest. Like you are fighting the thing. You shouldn't do that. Okay. There is something we call the edge surf. Like you are surfing on the sea. There is an edge to do something awkward because of the breakup in the relationship. But you must surf like a surfer on the sea who is able to maneuver his way on the sea without falling into the sea. Edge surf. So the emotions are telling you something. It's like you are getting crazy. Find a way to surf on that emotional thing that you are going through without falling into it. So allow yourself to feel your feelings. Number 2, don't let your emotions rule. Like you want to take revenge. You want to interfere and interject in a new relationship the person who dated you is going through. You want to talk bad about the person. So it's possible that you could call the new girl or boy your ex has gotten and say, Oba, when I a new person now, see now we come out. Then maybe can come out. Like all saying it no. What you are doing is that you are letting your emotions rule over you. Understand that people are people, and you might not always have it the way you want it. When people come into your life, they leave you. If indeed you knew that it was not your fault, it's for a reason. Let them go.
Let them go.
Let them go and don't fight it. Okay, so make sure that you don't let your emotions rule. Ensure that you are mending that broken heart. Move on. Don't so much concentrate on that person who left you. Don't interfere in their new relationships. Stop talking bad about them, and then make sure that you are not tempted to take an exact revenge. Okay, on your ex or interfere in your new relationship. The next thing I want to talk about with this issue about how to heal from a broken heart is make sure that you create a distance. Physically, stop going to them. Oh, I was just passing by your area. I decided to just come and say hi to you. You are not ready to heal. You are not. They say that communication increases intimacy. And communication could be verbal or non-verbal. You know, people could actually communicate you without talking.
That's true.
Okay, classical example, road signs. I've never seen any road sign talking, but they do communicate. You know that this place you have to go through a ramp. It is there. Kids are crossing from school. They are actually communicating, but they are not talking. Sometimes they can go like, oh, I just passed by. I didn't go to talk to the person. That one alone is communication. So there should be a physical distance and there should be a mental distance. And when I talk about a mental distance, one of the things we are looking at is, we mentioned that one earlier, stop scrolling the people through your mind. It's not on your phone. You are scrolling events through your mind. Started from 2022 when you met, you know where you met, where you went to, and everything you did. What you are doing now, you are putting yourself in harm's way. So create a distance physically and then mentally. One other thing I want to say is that redirect focus to yourself.
Okay.
Redirect focus to yourself. Listen, it's time for you to build capacity instead of focusing on the other person. Build spiritual capacity. Probably just because of this relationship, you know your spiritual life went wayward.
That's true.
You are part of the choir. You are no more going to choir rehearsals.
That's very true.
You were part of the prayer team. Tons abe burama no. Co-relationship they say tons were no. From class 1 to class 0. O sila ba na sesa. Me adumia jawa uni asa ko for hade. So what I'm trying to say is that redirect focus to yourself. I believe in people building capacity. Anybody who has ever told me, oh, say only Agyemang, and I said that, you know what, praise Jesus. Direct focus to yourself. It's not about the person anymore. Build capacity professionally. Build capacity academically, spiritually. Make sure that you build yourself to the extent that you have placed a certain standard around you. The person coming to you, the next person coming to you, or realize on your at par, it becomes difficult for them to come around. I normally say that when you want to buy a phone, the phones which are not up to your standard per how much you have in your pocket, don't go close to such shops. On call crasso kubisa. Window shop you be na be from a distance. Then crasso be because so seek day. And so if people get to know that you have brought yourself to a certain standard, until they know that they are also at par, they don't dare coming closer to you. And they cannot be ordering you around as if they give birth to you. So please redirect focus to yourself, build capacity instead of chasing after somebody who is long gone. They don't even need you. They are out of coverage area. You are still calling. Empha. Then one other thing, don't jump into a rebound relationship. In other words, it's time for you to take a reflection. Don't be quick to enter into a new one. We've said things about this earlier. Don't be quick. There is something I normally say: bleeding swimmers attract sharks. Anytime any water body that has sharks in, the sharks realizes there is blood. It's a sign that they have food to eat.
Yeah.
So you are already bleeding. You are finding yourself in waters that contain shark. You only invite them. So if you are bleeding, make sure that that wound is covered before you enter into the water. So don't be quick to jump into a rebound relationship. Then
you should have self-worth.
Exactly.
Love yourself.
Exactly. Then you want to try again when you think you are ready. When do you know you are ready? You just mentioned one. Build self-worth.
Yeah.
Make sure that you are building yourself up. I mentioned some things spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Make sure that you have a healthy relationship with yourself. One of the things you should understand is that for people who left you, they came for a moment. You will always be with you. You are going nowhere. As far as you are concerned, you are always with you. So make sure that you are building that self-worth, that values, that puts you on that high place.
Yeah.
Number 2, make sure that you are healing every past wound. We've mentioned these things. So if you want to know that you are ready to enter into a new one, the last thing I want to say is that be your own complete. The person coming through will come and complement and not to complete you.
Yeah.
So it's necessary that you be your own complete. That thing we normally say is not half plus half that is making one. It's 1 plus 1, which is still 1.
Yeah.
I'm a complete person that came into the relationship. He is a complete person that came into the relationship. If he leaves, I'm not left halved. I'm still my one.
Yeah.
And that is if I was not toxic in that relationship. Okay? So you must make sure that you are a complete person before you want to enter into the new one. Otherwise, there is always a cup to be filled. And the people filling that cup, you never know what they are filling that cup with. It might be poisonous. It might be something chemically dangerous. You never know. So make sure that you are complete before you enter into a new relationship where they will come in to complement you.
And also see God's mind for your relationship before you move forward with it. Yeah.
Sure. Possibly you didn't even do that in your previous one. I mentioned something earlier. You enter into these things because 2 things are involved. I mentioned conviction and then convincing. You know how many young folks are not reading anything about marriage, but they are so much hooked up to somebody. They are now prepared. As
read the books, so read the books, read the books, read the books. 7 stages into a godly marriage. The 7th stage for both singles and married. Please grab your copy. The numbers to call will be displayed on the screen. Make sure you call and grab your copies. We are also having our campus invasions. We're giving out free books and we're also selling them at a subsidized price of 30 cedis. Make sure you meet us, meet the word train wherever we find ourselves, and you'll be blessed.
Sure. This young generation, they don't want to read anything. They rather sit on social media, listen to what celebrities are saying as their information. You need information about the person. And that is the convincing. It's the information that will make you convinced whether you actually want to move on or not.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you need the conviction, the revelation part, and that's where what you said comes in. Seeking the mind of God about the fact. People will never consult God about certain things. They will pray about their scholarship. They will pray about their getting A's in school. They will pray about their jobs. They will pray about getting visas. But they will never pray about this long lifetime thing called marriage. They will not pray about the person to know God's mind about the person. I saw somebody attractive. Is the shape I want. That's what I want, and that's all. It can't work like that. And you really need to engage God when it comes to some of these things, so that you will not bring up yourself to a place of a rude awakening. It could be very worrying when such things happen. That was when people marry and then in 2 months time they are calling you to tell you that Osofo, now didn't say anything a man can, and you are wondering saying is it here? And who are you again say hey we more than. So just seek the mind of God when it comes to some of these things before you move on.
So we'd like to know how friends or church communities can support someone dealing with a breakup hangover without judging them.
You know, Galatians,
We listen,
we
we
don't
don't
judge.
judge.
By church, we judge. It's incredible how where you think you find solace are the same people who are actually pushing you off when you have issues. I'm not saying that all churches are the same, okay? Of course, we have people in church who are not actually born again. They are born again, but then they are not really born again. Galatians has said that carry each other's burden. Romans has said that rejoice with them that rejoice, mourn with them that mourn. It's a time for us to provide support and not condemn. So, for example, if you know somebody in the church community who has suffered a broken heart, this is not the time for you to go and laugh at them. And normally you have people laughing at you if they actually also were interested in the person who has jilted you.
Or they were jealous.
They were jealous. So please, what we can do is that you must walk alongside with them without condemnation. Let me dwell on church now.
Yeah.
People come and sit in church. We are all happy jumping and going forth and back and all that. They namely trimuno. Oh, here nipa ba could be obekana sama chere no anka wetimi enya areshemu. I think that we must make ourselves available. Which is the department in church that can handle such things? Who is the person I can talk to when I have such issues? If it becomes that the person I'm going to talk to will begin to now condemn, so now we're trying to and now and then I and same baby and all that. People should work alongside with such people who are going through such issues, and then they shouldn't condemn them. Then let's offer prayer support.
Prayer.
You know something? I've come to understand that normally when people say that, oh, don't worry, we'll pray for you, hardly do they pray for you.
That's the prayer. Don't worry, we'll pray for you. That's the prayer.
I think that we should intentionally and consciously choose that we will make time, pick up their names, and mention them in prayer. It works. People should sincerely pray for people when indeed you know that they are good. Listen, broken out near can was and simple how.
Really?
And simple. Who tell them for can you simple?
And it's simple,
It is so be I just coming over $20 million. Yes, obi $20 million near can some near can. You know, I spoke about, you know, broken out is not only restricted to issues of relationship. Also, obi be free more, obi be wa. Broken out.
That's true.
And you can understand how yes, people need comfort. Who is there to do that? So you saying a prayer, it's amazing how the Holy Ghost will be able to go along with such person and bring comfort even in the midst of that event, and things begin to work. Make sure that we are ready to listen to people. Also, person can ask them. Listening, one powerful communication tool. It's my ba. Ebe kama asama chirobi. Leader be was sorry. Ose kasa meet you no me on the phone so. Me many bri sem na ye jam na me be kan no. Me me kan so na chom. E che say no, you are not ready to listen what I'm saying. The posture to which you want to listen to the person is one other thing.
That's true.
So let people know that you are actually ready to listen. Let them sit down. Take a right posture, look at their face, interject by nodding at where you need to nod, allow them to talk freely. Sometimes they just need to be talking for the next 1 hour without you interjecting. I bet I won't catch you almost okay. I know someone who came to me to talk about an issue. Of friend me almost 40 minutes, no kasana me catch you. Kasasa, we and I'm saying patchwork. Or say I'm crying me okay. What I realize is allowing people to talk freely is therapeutic. But again, so okay, now we interject, now we interfere. Listen to people.
Allow them to flow.
Let them flow. And it's going to work magic on them. And then let us offer compassion. How we can help, let us offer compassion. And we here, if you need to sometimes, for example, people of the same sex, if it's your lady friend that is being jilted, how do you offer compassion? I didn't meet my boy. Me, Kano, probably she went in for the wrong reason. One of them is she wanted the place to leave. And he had dino. We need to be at that. When I'm in for then I'm meeting my abuana. Only a Jawa young quay. I'm watching a record crack. Now, if you're mooning, I'm moving to for no more chin in Yan Safo. first one they were answer no kutom because or pedanya them and or call any ejano. So now teach her the right thing, that you don't need a man because you want a place to stay. You need to be complete.
The relationship for the wrong reason.
Yes, please. So these are how friends or church communities can support someone who is actually going through some of these hangover without judging them.
Absolutely. Without judging them, without condemnation. So where is God in moments of heartbreak? And how can we experience his comfort when the pain feels overwhelming? How can faith, prayer, or spirituality help someone process the pain of a breakup without suppressing emotions?
The question is, where is God?
Where is God?
Where was God when the guy was doing this thing to me? For our spiritual folks, God was near. God is there. God was attentive. God was around. Yeah. It's like anybody going through any kind of situation asking this question, where was God when this was happening to me? God has always been around. When you say he's the Ancient of Days, that's one of those things. He has always been around. Yeah. He is very close. The issue is whether from the beginning you handed over this relationship to him or not. If you handed it over and it ended this way, it means that it's for your good.
Like I said, he has a better plan for you.
That's where you begin to understand that all things work together
for your good.
That's where you begin to understand that the trials that happen to you is preparing a platform for you to learn how to endure situations and building your character. So God is close, God is near, God is compassionate, and we can experience him through prayer, through scripture, and through community. And community, I talk about the church community. Community, I talk about the family you find yourself, if they are godly. I talk about friends, if they are godly. But there are some scriptures I wanted to read to understand where God has been all this while. So let's look at Psalm 34 verse 18.
Psalm 34 verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So
before your heart got broken, God was there. He's close to the brokenhearted. And for all who have crushed spirits, the Lord is close to them. So never think that God has not been around. For every kind of test, trials, temptations we go through, God has been around. He sees that. Sometimes it's a test of how we can endure, how we can stand certain things. Okay, we can also read the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 1. A very powerful test.
1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 1. Now the Lord said to Samuel, how long will you mourn for Saul?
So the Lord is saying to a certain lady, a certain guy, how long will you mourn for Michael? How long would you mourn for comfort? How long will you mourn? Your heart is broken, yes, we know. We want to agree with the fact that you are going through this kind of situation. But how long are you going to mourn?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel. So
there are certain people, God himself has rejected them from getting hooked up to you. You never knew. And if you knew, for there also. Yeah. Seeing that God has rejected them. It might be your cause, it might be their cause. In any case, the relationship is no more. And you must get to understand the place of God in this situation. Okay? If God is supposed to be opening our eyes all the time for us to see why certain things happen, like there are some cryings, some wailings,
and some questions we'll
never ask. Okay? But just because you don't know. He said, seeing that I've already rejected him.
Fill your horn with oil.
So it is time to fill your horn with oil. We mentioned them, build capacity.
Yeah.
Make sure that the dried up oil, just because that lady came through, you are filling it up. The moment this guy came, you stop. You were supposed to be your oceans and Ojuma, the way you see your makeup, the way you see your tree, the way you see your tree. A mechanic. Get you buy and say also your apprentice. Apprentice why for 4 years on Honda. Fill your horn with oil. Go back to building capacity. Go back to doing what you know you have to do to build yourself up. And then it says what?
Fill your horn with oil and go. I am sending you to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided myself a king among his sons.
So as you build that capacity, and then he says, you fill your horn with oil, he said, go.
Go.
So now as you go, there is somebody God has prepared somewhere.
Hallelujah.
And you never know. And you are crying over spilt milk. People, let's build capacity. Let's trust God. As you prepare yourself, God prepares somebody else who is also praying about you.
Yeah.
You never know. The last scripture I wanted to read, Isaiah 43, verse 18 and 19.
Isaiah 43 verse 18 and 19. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old.
So remember not the former person, the ex. Don't consider them. Don't give cognizance to such people. They are gone. Remember not. This the Bible talking. And I want to situate it in the context we are talking about. Remember not the former things. They left you 6 months ago. Stop brooding over that. Stop grieving. And then remember them not. And then he says what?
Let me just chip in Philippians 3:13.
Sure.
Forget those things.
Forget those things
that are behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth.
So if God is telling you to not consider the former things, he's telling you that because he's doing a new thing. Somebody left you. Stop brooding over it, because God is doing a new thing. And until you set your eyes off the former, you will not see the new. You won't. Because you'll be concentrating on the former to the extent that it's taking your full attention. You can't see the new one that is brought to you. You know, there are times where people are being given gifts, but just because the attention is on a specific gift, they are not even seeing the new one you are giving them. Sometimes you pray about things, God, I need this particular thing. God has a better plan for you. But since you are glued to this particular one, you are not even seeing what God is giving you. When the Israelites were crying that you are giving us just manna. We don't know what this thing is. God was ready to give them something very eternal, but they wanted something they knew. They wanted the cabbage, the carrots. That's what we know. So God is saying that, forget about the former things. I am doing a new thing. Fix your attention. Fix every part of your being to this new thing I'm doing. And then he says what?
Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
So just when you thought that this person has left you and there is no future for you anymore, God is saying that where you think manna will not come from, that's where it's coming from. The guy you have never expected, the lady you never expected that this lady I could go close to, God is saying that he's making road in the wilderness. He's bringing rivers in the desert. The impossible is about to happen. And somebody should open up themselves for God to do a new thing in their lives. Amen.
Amen. God loves you. We thank God for a wonderful and powerful session with Sir Willie. We believe that you've been so blessed and you enjoyed yourself. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. See you some other time. Bye-bye.